I went into the hospital at 89 kilos and I came out of the hospital at 72. And I actually lost all of that weight in 14 days. I could literally look in the mirror and visibly watch myself shrink as my hair dropped off. It was absolutely dreadful. You feel like you've been run over by a bus. They still come in every 4 hours to wake you up and check your pulse and make sure you've not died and all the rest of it. Towards the end of my 2-week stay, I was allowed visitors, but prior to that there was a touch and go moment. The day after I had my stem cell transplant, I started to feel really cold. So I buried myself in the bed. I was asking for additional blankets, and that's when they realised that was actually 42 degrees. And I had a massive fever because I didn't have one, I didn't have two, but I had 3 infections running rampant in my body that my fledgling immune system was obviously not able to deal with. And again, the magic industrial grade antibiotics were brought into bear. And I remember having an out-of-body experience, literally floating in my room, looking down at a bunch of people working feverishly to inject me with stuff to keep me alive, which, within 48 hours, the crisis had passed. Actually, within 12 hours, the antibiotics had almost done their job. Absolutely remarkable. I mean, it's like playing out in real time. There's no sort of like waiting a week to see if the crisis passes. Is give him this and in 12 hours we'll know. So then I came home, shrivelled, bald and not very hungry, and spent the next 3 months waking up, eating a spoonful of food and going back to sleep again. So it was a year from the time I was diagnosed to sort of getting back up on my own 2 feet. 2017 in October, I was out in Jordan, back to work, supervising a private war, the story about Marie Colvin, the famous journalist that was murdered by Assad. He used a Russian drone to target her satellite phone because she was the only reporter broadcasting live from Homs about the atrocities that were committed out there. So for me, it was really something to work on a film about a real hero, not some make-believe wanker in a suit and a cape. And for me, it was a return to active service and gave me a little bit more meaning back into my life.